When a tree fell across the interstate. Rashonda Burton shared this picture with us. Officials say more than a dozen other roads in Tangipahoa Parish were blocked tonight by debris. The Kentwood area saw wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour as the storm passed through at around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Also, another tornado warning happened just after 1:30 this afternoon and was confirmed by a railroad worker on a bridge along the Wrigley's, not too far from Pearlington.
Yeah, they're not the only person who saw it as well. Rachel Hanley spoke with another witness just a little while ago. She's joining us live now with this story. Rachel, scary.
Yeah, very. This neighborhood is called Ansley. Technically, it's a part of Bay St. Louis. It's very close to the Gulf. And you can see right now, it is still very, very windy out here. And it was drizzling up until just a minute ago. Now, as Chris said, the National Weather Service confirmed that there was a tornado, or rather that y'all said, National Weather Service confirmed there was a tornado that touched down a little bit before 2 o'clock. It went east in the direction of Waveland, and there were reports, as you said, of damage to the rail line right here that goes through this neighborhood. What we heard was that there were trees and maybe a train signal down by the bridge, the railroad bridge that crosses the Pearl River on the state line. We can't get close enough to check for ourselves because this area is mostly bayou with just a few roads cutting through it. But the good news is whenever we were coming in, we didn't see damage to any houses. Now, we are standing on the second story of one of those houses, and it's raised on stilts. The man who lives here is the one who saw this tornado. We talked to him just a second ago, and this is what he said.
It got dark, and then I seen a water spout coming right over here from the left, and it went across. It came across, and it looked like it was going to dissipate and go in the air. It came back down, and it jumped the railroad tracks right up in here, and went back between the railroad tracks and the tree line over here, and it went through toward the trees. And it was amazing. It was big, and it was amazing, you know, to see it go across like that. You know, it's. You know, it kind of freaked me out. I was like, I got a little nervous, but I mean, what could I do? I couldn't leave. I'm safer here under this.
Now, we'll keep driving around checking for damage over here, and we'll also let you know whenever the National Weather Service officially says how strong this tornado was. In Ansley, Rachel Hanley, WWL, Louisiana.
All right, thank you so much, Rachel. Some people near Slidell think a tornado hit there this afternoon as well.
Oh, there's a lot of damage and debris tonight, and they're trying to clean things up. Whitney Miller has more from a neighborhood of Highway 190.
Well, we took Chef Highway to get into St. Tammany. Right now we're off of 190, and we have noticed just a little bit of damage. It seems like there was some kind of straight line winds or something that has knocked a lot of branches over. Across the street here at the Tammany Mobile Home Park, there was a mobile home that had a tree fall into it. Also here at this home, a tree fell into almost the front door here. The homeowner tells me this is where she parks her car. She had just left the house and a tree fell. She didn't know anything about it until her daughter called and said that there was a tree in the way there. You can see that the tree was snapped almost in half. These were some very tall trees. When we arrived on the scene, there were a electric company here trying to fix the power lines. They have a temporary fix now, I'm told by the homeowner. That tree went into the glass of their front window there. No one was hurt in the home at the time. There was just one teenager here at the time, and they said that she's fine.
24, look, this is not my year. Not my year. But look,
Maybe it'll pick up.
If I knew I was going to make a debut, I would have presented myself a little better, you know?
The person who lives in the back of the house says that the winds and the rain were extremely heavy and it was very fast. And when the tree hit the home, one of the people on the back of the house said they felt the home kind of shake. So a lot of, not a lot of damage in the area, but a lot of damage to this home and a lot of damage to that home across the street in the mobile home park. For now, in St. Tammany Parish, Whitney Miller, WWL, Louisiana.